Hello, my name is Edward X. Young, and my politics are right. The mainstream media, the liberal mainstream media, paints a very unfortunate, dishonest image of Donald Trump. But there are stories that need to be told, stories that you won't see on the news, that you won't read about in the papers. But Donald Trump is not only a great man, a great leader and president, but he is one of the kindest, warmest, most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. He is a man of true compassion and decency. And there's a story that I've got to share. This happened back earlier, late August. I was at a rally in Londonderry, New Hampshire, at an airport rally when he resumed having the rallies again. And I got there 24 hours in advance and camped out and was lucky enough to get right on the front row of the rally. So the president's podium was probably less than 30 feet away from me if you pulled out a string and measured it. So I was right up there in the front. And the president was giving a great speech. And in the middle of this speech, he was going through a list of achievements that he was very proud of. And at one point, amidst all the cheers, he said, one of the things I'm very proud of is that I got right to try passed. In case some of you out there don't realize what right to try is. If you are terminally ill in this country, if you have a serious medical condition, there might be medical treatments, new, radical medical treatments available in other countries, which have not yet been approved by the FDA in the United States of America. And when these such things happen, it might take 10, 20 years or more before they're ever approved. And even though you're insured in the United States, you can't get this coverage. You're denied this medical coverage. If you choose to pursue it, you'd have to pursue it out of your own pocket and travel on your own dime. And this is what happened to me. I was there at the rally, and when the president acknowledged he was proud of Right to Try, my lone voice shouted out from the crowd. I said, "Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for Right to Try." And President Trump stopped speaking. You can see this in the videos of the speech from August 28th in Londonderry, New Hampshire. You can't see me, but that's my voice. He pointed at me and he said, "You," right at me. And I looked around and made sure I wasn't somebody else. And he goes, "Yes, you." He goes, "I know you." And I go, "Yeah, is that so, sir?" And he said, "Yes, you have a very recognizable face." It must be the beard. He said, "I've seen you at many of my rallies." And he said, "You're usually up front." And I said, "Yes, sir. Yes, I've been to 32 of your rallies. This is the 32nd one I've been to." And he said, "I actually know who you are." And I was like, "You do?" And he goes, "Yes." He goes, "I actually do. And I want to know why you cheered Right to Try." He said, "Do you need medical attention that you're being denied in this country?" And I was like, "No, sir, I'm okay." And he goes, No, if you need medical care and you were unable to get this, you talk to my chief of staff, Mark Meadows, when this speech is over. And he goes, "I will see to it that you are flown to the best hospital in this country to treat whatever the condition is that you have. And whatever that medical treatment is, no matter where it comes from on earth, I guarantee you that by midnight tonight, you will be getting that treatment." And I said, No, sir, it's not for me. That would have been for my wife. And he said, then we will get your wife medical treatment. We will fly her to the best hospital in this country and get her that medical treatment that she needs, no matter where it comes from. We will get it to her before midnight tonight. She'll be getting that treatment. And I said, "No, Mr. President, you don't understand. It's too late." And he said, "No, it's never too late. Don't give up hope. There's always hope." And I said, "No, sir, you're not understanding me. This happened before you were president, years ago." And he said, I don't understand. He goes, "But before I was president, there was no right to try." And I said, "That's the point, sir." I said, "My wife, actually my fiance," I said, "she had a rare form of cancer in 2010. And she was given less than 2 months to live. we found out there was new treatment for this cancer in Germany, treatment that was not going to be approved by the FDA for years. And I could not get it here, and I had to fight with the doctors. I got a release from the hospital. I raised the money, borrowed the money, lost friends because of it, got her to Germany. We started this treatment, and she was making great progress, but I ended up running out of money, went broke, had to return to the United States. She couldn't get the continuation of the treatment. She died, and I went bankrupt. And he got very solemn. It was quiet for a moment. Looked like there were tears in his eyes. And he said, "I'm so sorry, sir, to hear your story." And he said, I want to hear your story. He goes, find Mark afterwards, his chief of staff, and he said, I want you to get this story to Mark. I want to hear this. And so I managed to speak with Mark Meadows, and he gave me his personal email address and told me to send him the story of what happened. I've written it out. It took me a while to tell the whole story, and I've sent it to him, and he guaranteed me that I will hear from the president. My point is, what other president would have done this? Do you think Barack Obama would have done this if he was giving a speech and heard somebody shout out from the crowd and offer to help them and get them medical care that night? President Trump is a warm, compassionate human being who loves America and loves Americans, and that's why we've got to re-elect him president.